Yes. That sounds really good. That sounds better a little bit, doesn't it? Damn, that sounds good. You get the best sound in here. Well, it's good to be back at Soul Food Books. I have to come back every couple of months, you know, because this is where it's at. You play out here once, you're bound to come back. It's just over that 520 bridge if you're living out in the West. I've been down in Eugene a lot the last few months. Fancy that. But I played in Soul Food Books and I was bound to come on back. Crossing the QFC. Brand new Trader Joe's, man. You wouldn't know it by me. But it's a good gig, a good place to play out here. Great sound. Excellent coffee. You can hear the milk steamer right now. Sounds like somebody clearing their throat. Song written by a 12-year-old girl. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. Oh, please don't tell what train I'm on, so they won't know where I've gone. Now when I die, bury me dead at the end of Chestnut Street, so I can see old number 9 as she goes rolling by. But now when I'm dead and in my grave, no more good times will I crave. Just place a stone at my head and feet and tell them all I've gone to sleep. Yeah, freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. Oh, please don't tell what train I'm on, so they won't know where I've gone. Oh, one of these days, babe, well, I'm going away to stay. Spend all of my money, you got no time for me. So one of these days, babe, I'm going away to stay. You don't give me no loving, that's why I'm going away. Call me your honey, spend all of my money. Then you think that's funny, that's why I'm going away. Never be no sunshine, always be rain. You're gonna want me to come back again. Never be no sunshine, always be rain. You don't get no loving, that's why I'm going away. Call me your honey, spend all of my money. Then you think that's funny, that's why I'm going away. So one of these days, babe, I'm going away to stay. Spend all of my money, you got no time for me. So one of these days, babe, I'm going away to stay. You don't give me no loving, that's why I'm going away. Call me your honey, spend all of my money. Then you think that's funny, that's why I'm going away. Thank you. I recommend the latte with the cinnamon, the real cinnamon. That is amazing. I close my eyes when I play these days for a number of reasons. First of all, because I can get into the songs more. And second of all, because magically sometimes when I close my eyes, I open them again at the end of the song, there are more people in the room than there were when I started. Now, it didn't work that time. But it will, it often does. So I'll be doing that again. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she flies, and she never hollers cuckoo until the 4th day of July. I'm gonna build me a log cabin up on a mountain so high, so I can see all the people as they go passing by. Oh, sometimes, well, I wonder what makes women love men. And then sometimes, well, I wonder what makes men love them. Oh, the cuckoo, is he the pretty bird? And don't I wish she were mine? But she'd never drink of water. She would only drink wine. Well, I played cards in England, and I played cards in Spain, and I'll bet you $10 that I can beat you very next game. Jack of diamonds, Jack of diamonds, well, I know you of old. You have robbed my poor pockets of the silver and the gold. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and don't I wish she were mine? She'd never drink of water, she would only drink wine. See? 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 And I'm going to close my eyes again. And before this night is over, the room will be filled with people who came in while I wasn't looking. I met a young girl who sat on a step. I saw her quite clearly, quite early one night. I spoke the first words that came to my head. She sealed my fate, but when she answered all right, She looked quite old. She was younger than I. And I asked her how many like me she had seen. I never counted, she said with a grin. I looked at my hand, said, I see what you mean. I heard her say, as the night was wearing thin, and she printed my name on the bottom of her shoes. All those who pass by, they can never win. Oh, but those who come in, they can never lose. There are many fine seas to part with your hand, and many fine roads if you know how to choose. To some it's a chance, act the acts of the queen. But to one it's a name on an old pair of shoes. Okay. Aha. God, this is the best tuner. Yeah. You're late. Well, why is that? I thought I do the best I can, and and yeah, second here. What's up? Wake up, mama. Don't you sleep so hard. Wake up, mama. Don't you sleep so hard. Don't you hear these blues walking all over your yard? I got these blues I'm not satisfied. I got these blues I'm not satisfied. Well, that's the reason why I stole away and I cried. Blues grabbed me at midnight. I wouldn't turn me loose till day. Grabbed me at midnight. Wouldn't turn me loose till day. I didn't have nobody. Try these blues away. big star falling. Mama ain't long before day. Big star falling. Ain't long before day. Maybe the sunshine this time. Drive these blues away. I like finger picking in here because the sound is so good. I hope that's okay. Huh? Yeah. You get to use this tuner again now, too. The one on the wall? Now when I go by Baltimore, I need no carpet on my floor. Come along, go with me, we'll go see what we can see. Green rocky road, promenading green. Who do you love and who do you love? See that bird up in the sky? You wonder how she could get so high. She don't walk, she don't run, she just flies until the traveling's done. Green rocky road, promenading green. Who do you love? Who do you love? So when I go by Baltimore, I need no carpet on my floor. Come along, go with me, we'll go see what we can see. Green rocky road, lemonade in green. Who do you love? Who do you love? I love the way that the rain sounds on the rooftop over my head like little animal feet. The way the clouds come down so low sometimes, I seem to prowl around the alleyways and get into the side streets. And all the world goes soft, and the hard lines disappear, and the echo of the footsteps, well, that's the music in your ear. And the sing-song river runs all along that little crack. I've been all around the world, babe, and I keep coming back. Now the big boats come to the dock side, they tie off and unload, and they stay a little while. You got a bright light Saturday, Liberty night, you gotta do it upright, you gotta do it in style. Maybe hear a little music. Can I have this next dance? Maybe fall in love if I could have a chance. With somebody like you, yes indeed. Imagine that. I've been all around the world, babe, and I keep coming back. Now the first time I rode the bus, picked me up hitchhiking and took me clear across town. I said, I ain't got no money. Said, that's all right, friend, just get on board, lay your burden down. He said, where you going? I said, I ain't got that figured out. Life is uncertain, you know what I'm talking about? I'll let you know when we get there, though. How about that? I've been all around the world and I keep coming back. Now I rode that Fremont Bridge so high one time I could have scratched old Mr. Moon right in the chin. I took a look at the water in the canal down below and I thought to myself, I'm gonna dive right in. Yeah, but I'm too young to go that way, and I ain't ready yet. I don't mind falling that far, I just don't want to get that wet. It's a carnival of circumstance, you have to have a knack. I've been all around the world, and I keep coming back. Oh, good, I have loads of time. I'm enjoying myself. I had some time on my hands a couple of years back, and I thought what I would do was my childhood guitar hero, folk hero, whatever, was Lightning Hopkins, and I decided what I would do was to figure out a way to play a Lightning Hopkins song. I can't do what he did. I don't think anybody ever else could. He had a completely unique way of playing, so I had to figure out a way to do it that would make sense to me, and this is what I came up with. So this is Lightning Hopkins' song. Well, there's something, darling, I want to tell you. Low down the way you've been doing, that'll never do. Yeah, but someday, baby, you ain't gonna worry my life anymore. You've been on my mind every place I go. People ask me about you, I say I just don't know. Yeah, but someday, baby, you ain't gonna worry my life anymore. You went out last night, you stayed all night long. You came in this morning, act like you were wrong. Yeah, but someday you ain't gonna worry my life anymore. Yes, but if I'd have died, yeah, when I was young, you know I wouldn't be here today with this marriage run. Yeah, but someday, baby, you ain't gonna worry my life anymore. There's just one promise, darling, I want you to do. It's gonna marry you another man. Don't look back at what I do. Yeah, someday, baby, you ain't gonna worry my life anymore. Yeah, there's something, darling, I won't tell you low down where you been doing. That'll never do. Yeah, but someday, baby, you ain't gonna worry my life anymore. Yeah, but someday, baby, you ain't gonna worry my life anymore. Thanks. I never get the chance to just kind of do this until I come here. So this is fun. And I'll be drinking these amazing coffees all night long, so my playing will get faster and more complex as the night goes on. Thorough and complex, I would say, and the resonance will get deeper and more reverberating. It will get into the subatomic molecular structure. You can't be subatomic and molecular, can you really? Because molecules are made of atoms. And to be subatomic is to be underneath the atoms. I guess you could be subatomic on a cellular level. We're all single cellular phone organisms. I have no idea. Sorry? No, I don't know. Just make it so it works. I just do it so it works. I mean, why play it if it doesn't work? He asked me what style was that, and I said, I don't know, because I don't. You just make it so that it works like this. Shady Grove, my true love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my true love, I'm a-going back to Harlan. Well, it's apples in the summertime, peaches in the fall. If I can't have my Shady Grove, I won't have none at all. Shady Grove, my true love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my true love, I'm a-going back to Harlan. Well, I wish I had a big white horse, hey, to feed him on. Shady Grove to sit at home and feed him when I'm gone. I wish I had a big white horse, shoulders deep and wide. Shady Grove along with me around the world we'd ride. Shady Grove, my true love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my true love, I'm a-going back to Harlan. Uh-huh. funny how life goes. Just when you think you know, it'll hit you so sudden, you never even see the blow. And all the things you've been missing, they come to crowd around. The way the shadows get longer, but when the sun goes down, and it's only one drop of water in a clear blue sky, but it's enough to say goodbye. See the mist along the sidewalk singing, you hear the cowboy song, you see the old road traveler passing, looking for a place to belong. You see the bird do an aerial dance, see the wing in the sunlight glisten, music everywhere, everywhere, if you know how to listen. And it's only one drop of water in a clear blue sky, but it's enough to say goodbye. Oh, and all of us, way more than we appear. All of that life, all of those years, standing on a beachhead, where the land and the water part, and all that really matters is what you hold in your heart, oh friend of mine. How can I say it when your last great breath of life took my words away? Laughing 'cause we have to, laughing in the face of it all, somewhere forever, on the other side of that wall. And it's only one drop of water in a clear blue sky, but it's enough to say goodbye. And it's only one drop of water in a clear blue sky, but it's enough to say goodbye. Thanks. I'm going to play one more song and take a little break, and we're going to have a special, if that's okay, guest during the intermission here. So it won't really be an intermission. I guess it will be. It'll be a confluence of missions. That's how we'd like to look at it. That's how I like to look at it, a confluence of missions, my mission and Bill's mission. And I have CDs. Everybody has CDs. I know, some people have big band CDs, and some people have heavy metal CDs, spoken word CDs. I know a friend of mine's got a lot of blank CDs. He likes peace and quiet. He puts those on, turns them up full volume. Noisy peace and quiet, But I've got CDs, and they're in this suitcase right over there, and I will be setting them up I'll be setting them up while Bill is playing, right in front of him, in fact, to be his, but I'll do one more song, and then Bill Davey, and we'll kind of turn the sound off for a second while he comes up and gets himself ready, and he'll play, is like a minute and a half. Is that enough? Minute and a half? Okay. He'll play for a minute and a half, and then no, he'll play a couple of songs, and then a few songs. So now that I've stuck my foot in it, what am I going to play? Okay. Oh, I know. I know what I'll do. You got another chance to use this tuner. Damn, that's a good tuner. Okay. So, one more song goes like this. Restless wind Moving through the trees, temperature drops to a cold snap blow. You left your sweater on my bedside. I hope it's warm or you decided to go. Thinking about how I never told you. I guess I didn't really know it myself. I spent my whole life looking, I was looking for somebody else. You hold the key to the window of my soul and there's a wind outside. I hope it's warm when you decided to go, 'cause it's cold in here and the window's open wide. I'm gonna save my money up, I'm gonna put it in trust for a sunshiny day. I'm gonna levitate you off of your feet, let the warm winds blow our blues away. Everybody's got an outside, and everybody's got an inside too. The only trick that you have to learn is who to show it to. You hold the key to the window of my soul and there's a wind outside. I hope it's warm when you decided to go, 'cause it's cold in here and the window's open wide. You want to stand, is that right? I do want to stand, yeah. Sorry? Well, I can't help you. Well, you could have done something else, but I guess it's okay. Oh, thank you.
What is this pedal you speak so highly of?
Oh, it's that tuner right there. I love it because it's chromatic, and when you press it to tune, it mutes you, so no one has to listen to your tune. I've got one of these old-fashioned things, but everybody hears you through it.
Oh, okay.
You know, and this is what people are using nowadays, and I just,
Nowadays?
yeah, it's a Boss, foot pedal tuner.
Well, you're an awesome player.
Oh, thanks.
So theoretically, if I just unplug that side of the tuner, plug myself right in there,
If you just put this in your guitar,
just that,
yeah,
right in
then
my
you're fine.
guitar,
Yeah, then you're going through my DI and everything.
what if I don't want to go into your DI?
Then you're screwed.
Screw it.
I'm gonna set these up. Give me a second here.
2 2 1 2. Is this my coffee here, Jim? Jim? Is this my coffee here? Is it now? Is that my coffee? What happened to my coffee?
That's mine. Yeah, that's mine. That's yours.
How can you tell? Okay. We're having the same thing. Those cinnamon things, those are happening. Okay, well, I'm gonna get up and do some intricate finger picking. I was gonna do that, but I decided not to. Not that I couldn't. Tell me when I've only got one song left, Jim, because I want to do that real special one about you. Yeah, I'm right into where he was. Yeah. Well, you might have to give it more oomph. I don't know, my battery might be a little... Everything is going the way it's supposed to be, right? This thing isn't on. you tune it did go. All right, it's gonna come up and bite me. Yeah, that's right. Still clinging to the reason I asked you here. Still peering through the periscope. I look around and see plastic opportunity. I stick it up and there's only hope. Blame it all on some backlit fantasy of spending too long staring out at the sun. Just think if I could sing and we could listen with the radio on. With the radio on. Coffee's cooking and the bulbs are all burning. Last drops of some midnight fuel. Sometimes I'm choking on something that's broken. Sometimes I'm polishing up a jewel. Up and down is my pattern of living, and I know it ain't a whole lot of fun. Just think if I could sing and we could listen with the radio on. With the radio on. Patience hides inside a mound of emotions, and we miss the things that we need the most. This may not seem like any courageous moment, but I'll change the diaper, you make the toast. Blame it all on some backlit fantasy of spending too long staring out at the sun. Just think if I could sing and we could listen with the radio on. With the radio on, yeah. With the radio, 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 radio. Radio on. That sound all right, Jim? Yeah? What's that? Bump the vocals a little bit? Bump them out, bump them away, bump them into the next register of... I think you mean that you need security. I think you mean that you can't decide. I think you mean that you might be stopping here. I think you wonder how much of it lies. And while you're standing by, I know between your tongue and your eyes a hole you don't want to go. I think you mean you can't cut the company. I think you mean you can't cut the cane. I think you mean you can't make the rendezvous. I think you mean you're erasing my name. And while you're standing by, I know between your tongue and your eyes a hole you don't want to go. You don't want to go. money to fly out of this padded daylight. I got enough here to last till Christmas. It's for the two of us, for the two of us. I thought your men's your options were unlimited. I thought your men's your mirror wouldn't shatter. Who would have thought you'd turn up spouting rhetoric? Who would have thought that it mattered? And while I'm standing by, you know, in the back of my mind, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Thanks. Oh, it's called, that's called Johnny Seeks Treatment. What? Everything's fine. Do you want me to stop? Big teeth, big horn, big daddy storm blows inland. Little baby cry, baby won't buy into his plan. What would appear to be the problem here? An unguarded eagle and a human tear. Step back, hit Iraq, study the room you abandoned. For once in your life there are stripes on the sun. And once in your life there is a moment like this one. Moment like this one. Work, dream, air, stream, light up the room with your endings. Dry rot, stove shot, what is that stuff you are spending? Where does the money go and where is it made? While old Joe Average sips in the shade, runs like a bug through the system on which we're depending. For once in your life there are stripes on the sun. And once in your life there is a moment like this one. Moment like this one. Sick boy, lost toy, shut up, you don't have to tell me. I see the rise in the polls and the swelling repels me. Won't clean up what hasn't paid off yet. Does this sound like anyone that you've ever met? Maybe the one with the push button gun on the TV. For once in your life there are stripes on the sun. And once in your life there is a moment like this one. Moment like once in your life there are stripes on the sun. And once in your life there is a moment like this one. Moment like this one. Or this one. Or this one. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to do this one more. Thank you. This is a very nice room and with very nice sound, and thank you very much. Do you have lots of like enhancers and stuff back there? Because, you know, I'm quite impressed by how I sound up here, and that's quite unusual. That's very nice. Thank you. should use the tuner, shouldn't I? Where am I? There it is. Close enough. This is a song that has Jim in it. That's why I wanted to do it. Has Jim in it and has my dad in it. Jim's still alive. My dad's dead. Did you met my dad, though? You knew my dad. Safe in the sound, I'm writing this down while Jim takes a turn at the wheel, scanning the trees that fly by me for whatever they choose to reveal. And I have no explanation as the car wheels into the town. It's a newfound field of sensation to arrive here safe in the sound. Safe in the sound, I look to the crown at the top of a stairway of hills. Under those stars, I'll tune my guitars as the voices inside grow still. And soon I'll be sharing my moments as friends rise out of the ground, passing out mirrors and tokens in this place where I'm safe in the sound. Safe in the sound, I feel you smile down from your house out in back of the blue. And maybe I'm through now crying for you as if only your body were true. And tears still rise to the surface as your voice echoes back around, but it comes with a tune and a purpose now that I'm safe in the sound. Safe in the sound, I'm writing this down like a page from a mystery play, scanning the trees that fly by me as the sun closes down on the day. And I have no explanation as the car wheels back into town. It's a newfound field of sensation to come home safe in the sound. Thank you. Thank you, Jim.
Anytime you want to do a gig together, you let me know and we'll organize it. Sorry? Huh? I mean, if you're in the plan, I'd love it. You're really good. Clean, precise, it's beautiful. I mean, the songs are a little bit weak, okay? Don't get me wrong. But you know, you could do a little bit of work. Well,
But then you've got my copy.
I'm thinking so fucking right. I'm gonna sleep the next week.
But you're going somewhere after this, right?
Yeah. Big after this. That was Bill Davy. Come on, one more time. I've known Bill for a long time. He's one of the best. There's a hole in the air where the wind blows through. Hole in the air and it looks like you. Nobody knows where you go when you go way out there through a hole in the air. She had a good life. She was the pride of her hometown. And her dreams came true like dreams will do when they don't let you down. She had a true love. Oh, as true as love will be. And their lifelines were intertwined for all the world to see. Now there's a hole in the air where the wind blows through. Hole in the air and it looks like you. Nobody knows where you go when you go way out there through a hole in the air. And there were times when they were timeless then. And the seasons passed through window glass and they became best friends and the planets rolled round a great revolving wheel. Circumference of that kind of love is something to reveal. There's a hole in the air where the wind blows through. Hole in the air and it looks like you. Nobody knows where you go when you go way out there through a hole in the air. Oh, and if I was a raindrop and I fell into the sea, you'd know where I had gone, but you would never find me. And we dance to celebrate, and we sing to tell a tale, remembering the things we bring along the crooked trail, stumbling brilliant. We are necessary fools. The diamonds and the tears, they all look like jewels. There's a hole in the air where the wind blows through. Hole in the air and it looks like you. Nobody knows where you go when you go way out there through a hole in the air. There's a hole in the air where the wind blows through. A hole in the air and it looks like you. Nobody knows where you go when you go way out there through a hole in the air. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Bicycles all over town. Dangerous streets that run you down. Memorialized among the stars with wildflowers on their handlebars. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Bicycles as free as a breeze. What could be more humane than these? Like pedal birds, and that's what they are. Don't stand a chance against a car. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. This country was built on petroleum wheels, factory whistles, and business deals. You could be a traitor to the bottom line. You know, they don't even see it till it's too late sometime. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Somebody got hit on a Saturday night. They took a bicycle and they painted it white. Now it's a ghost bike. Poetry and an epitaph, keepsakes and a photograph. Could have been somebody that you almost knew. Could have been you. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. A long time ago, somebody invented a wheel. And somebody else said, well, this is going to be a big deal. Humanity is going to have to decide whether to asphyxiate itself or go out for a ride. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. You want to change the world, do it one step at a time. Get out of that dinosaur and leave it behind. Ghost bikes. So write a poem, sing a song. Life goes on, so get back on. And ride for everybody who has ever ridden before. Then ride some more. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. Ghost bikes. I thought I saw a ghost bike. I thought I saw a ghost bike. Thanks. Isn't this relaxing? It's like going over to somebody's basement, apartment, and hanging out. joined the flying column in 1916. In Cork, with Sean Milan, to Tipperary went Dan Breen. I'm arrested by free staters, and I'm sentenced for to die. Farewell to Tipperary, said the gaudy mountain boy. We went across the valleys and over the hilltops green, where we met with Danny Lacey, Sean Hogan, and Dan Breen. Sean Milan and his gallant men, they kept the flag flying high. Farewell to Tipperary, said the gaudy mountain boy. We tracked the Wicklow Mountains, we were rebels on the run. And though hunted night and morning, we were outlaws but free men. We tried the Dublin Mountains when the sun was shining high. Farewell to Tipperary, said the gaudy mountain boy. I'll bid farewell to old Clonmel that I nevermore will see, and to the gaudy mountains that oft-times sheltered me, those ones that fought for their liberty and who died without a sigh. May their cause be never forgotten, said the gaudy mountain boy. Too cold for rainbows, too cold for sun, too cold for downpours, but we gonna get one. You better run for cover, rally around that flag. Ain't got a raincoat, I got a plastic bag. Come sit down by the fire, it'll do you some good. We're gonna keep it going long as we got firewood. Cold to sit down, too cold to stand, too cold to shake your hand. Oh, but I can shake your hand. This is where we live now, so come on in. Long as you ain't looking for trouble, you're welcome, friend. Pull a sleeping bag over, batten it down. Try to keep it level so you don't roll out on the ground. Living in America, in Tent City. 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 Yeah, it's too cold to be living in tents, too cold to camp. Try to stay dry, everything gets damp. Too cold to be outside, but you can tell that to the cops. Ain't got no other place to go, and the weather won't stop. take a letter to the mayor. Deliver it for me. Tell him we'd all like to see him down here, keeping good company. Yeah, it's too cold. But what you gonna do? You gotta live someplace, and you know it's true. I can't pay the mortgage. I can't afford the rent. After food and bus fare, my money's just about all spent. Take a message to the mayor. Whisper it in his ear. Tell him until we see some changes, we're gonna stay right here. Living in America, in a tent city. 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 I used to live in a city, an apartment on the second floor. I used to live in a city, an apartment on the second floor. Until the man with the money said I couldn't live there no more. Oh, well, they brought in a wrecking ball and beat it to a hole in the ground. Yeah, they brought in a wrecking ball and beat it to a hole in the ground. They put me outside a walk and made me homeless in my own hometown. Now tell me who loves a wrecking ball, surely ain't a friend of mine. Yeah, who loves a wrecking ball, surely ain't a friend of mine. They built a bank, they put the money in, and I ain't even got a dime. Oh, well, I serve my country and I love it like a long-lost friend. Yeah, I serve my country, I love it like a long-lost friend. Now my country don't love me back, looks like 'cause I ain't got the money to spend. You know my shoes are one for walking and my head is spinning around. Yeah, my shoes are one for walking and my head is spinning around. And there's a cop with a ticket book, he's telling me I can't sit down. On your shoulder and I'm whispering in your ear. Yeah, I'm tapping on your shoulder and I'm whispering in your ear. You know I'm only trying to warn you, but you seem to be so hard to hear. I'm thinking dangerous thoughts and I know I ain't the only one. I'm thinking dangerous thoughts, I know I ain't the only one. I'm thinking about that wrecking ball and how I'd like to get me one. Well, if I had a wrecking ball, I'd turn it on a city hall. Yeah, if I had a wrecking ball, I'd turn it on a city hall. Yes, I would. And I'd stand back and laugh while I watched it fall. There we go. He used to sit outside a city hall, crack a couple of beers and pray for peace. One time he hitchhiked to Washington, D.C. to join in on the march against the war. He used to tell me all the time about the times that they let him stand at ease. Then he snapped back to attention, crack another beer and pray for peace. One time he walked to Sacramento to show his dirty feet to Governor Ron. Next morning he woke up face down in the desert with next to nothing on. But he'd always shake it off, sing a song to soothe his savage beast. Then he'd wind up in some dive, bum another beer and pray for peace. And the way it is the way it was back then. The way it was is the way it is again. Nothing's changed except those boys are men. At least the ones that lived see the way it is again. Now he's back outside of City Hall, chained to a bench with his old sign. Still says I am a Vietnam veteran, and my battle cry is for no more children dying. And he knows his final breath will be the only thing to bring his soul to ease. Till then he'll keep on keeping on, have another beer and pray for peace. And the way it is the way it was back then. The way it was is the way it is again. Nothing's changed except those boys are men. At least the ones that lived see the way it is again. Another coffee has appeared. Magically, when my eyes were closed, another coffee has appeared. No, I saw you bring it up. Thank you. When I need some place to go, maybe sit down and listen to a guitar show, pick up a book, find me something to read, or a cinnamon coffee is what I need. I go to SoulFood. I mean the bookstore. I mean in Redmond, where I am now. Well, the weather gets dry and the weather gets wet. I ain't never met weather I couldn't deal with if I came in to reel with the soul food. A little book to eat, a little page to read, and a brain to feed. Well, they got a little thing looks like a potbelly stove, and 47 miles the day I drove to get down here by that potbelly stove. That ain't a potbelly stove. It's a mixer thing of some kind with some sort of necklace with shells hanging on it. They got 3 cameras and a soundboard and an espresso machine that just keeps going. I think they're turning out coffee at night when the place is closed. Well, I'll tell you the truth, and it ain't no lie. Bill Gates is living nearby, but I don't think he ever comes in here because his brain would have to get too clear. He can't do that. The numbers would go down, stocks would drop, and the micro would get way too soft. Well, it seems to me that this here's the 21st century, and hard to remember, it seems to me, the 20th century. That was a long time ago. How about you? Number 22? 23, 24? Not me, I'm going to hang around the bookstore. Now, they got a CD or something like that coming out, and that's what this here song is all about. They got something coming up for the anniversary of the opening of the bookstore. I don't think I can be here. I mean, not physically. I'll be here in other ways, of course, but I mean, physically, I think I might be otherwise disposed. That doesn't sound right, does it? Like to crumple you up like a piece of tissue paper and throw you out. Indisposed is what I meant to say. No, that doesn't sound right either. That means that they'd like to throw you out, but they can't figure out how. Otherwise engaged. No, that sounds like you're going to be married. That's not what I meant to say either. Otherwise employed somewhere else. I guess what I mean to say is, good luck and happy anniversary. So if you're wandering around Redmond, you're looking for a place to be, just pick one of the QFCs. There's a couple of them right near each other, so if one don't do, you can pick the other. One of them is near SoulFood Books, and the other one isn't. So if you go to one and there's no SoulFood Books around, you know you're at the wrong one. Just ask them where the other one is. They'll send you over here. So just a little song to try to say that I sure am happy to be here today. Where the sound is fine, the coffee is swell, and the audience can lay around on the couch, sleep. And that's okay, and I try not to play songs that'll wake you up if you're asleep. And I try not to play songs that'll put you to sleep if you're awake. Try to kind of straddle that line between fully conscious and fully in dreamland. And the standing invitation is still there, like I said last time. Bill, you're on my guest list. Come on down. You may know, in the valley of the butterfly, time doesn't go very fast. Some things just seem to last. You may know, I saw a butterfly dance like a butterfly does. It made me think about how clumsy I was. You may know, I saw a man on a bicycle balancing a load of wood. His balance was that good. You may know, I saw a family of 5 on a motor scooter going out for a drive. And it's a big around world, yes it is, all around the world. It's a big around world, yes it is, all around the world. You may know, there was a temple on the hillside. I prayed to the Buddha for the flower to open up wide. You may know, everything grew, tomato and a pepper and a beetle nut too. You may know, I drank the good strong ginger tea, and it agreed with me. You may know, I ate the green grass, the fish and the squid, and everybody else did too. You may know. And it's a big around world, yes it is, all around the world. It's a big around world, yes it is, all around the world. You may know, there was a melon so sweet and juicy on my sweater, and something like an apple, only better. You may know, it turn it on so eternity flows. But after a while you gotta go, I suppose. And man, no, everybody's got a home and I got mine. Don't say goodbye, say see you next time, and man, no. And it's a big around world, yes it is, all around the world. It's a big around world, yes it is, all around the world. Yes, indeed. The younger man was raised on the family farm, with the love of the land in the morning and the muscle in his arm. Out on the China Ocean and the island of Taiwan is a story worth the telling, and I'll sing it in a song. Family farm is a rock of humanity's anchor in the 21st century world war between the farmer and the banker. Great corporate bullies ride on the money train. Farmer stands to lose, the corporation stand to gain. The younger man saw the danger coming from a dark and angry place, and he thought of all the farmers whose lives would be displaced. And he made calls and he wrote letters. Oh, but what good did it do? Corporations never read them, nor the politicians too. The younger man went walking one night. The moon was like a lantern and the stars were shining bright. There came a voice a-calling so clearly in his head. Maybe it was the ancestors. This is what it said. When God closes the door, he opens a window. When God closes the door, he opens a window. Youngrim and the farmer, he made a paper box, and he folded in the corners, and he weighted it with rocks, with a little black powder and a little bit of rice. Warnings on the label, words of advice. Danger, said the paper box in writing bright and bold. Do not buy imported rice, our future can't be sold. Support the local farmers, resist the foreign trade. And he placed them in the cities where his point would sure be made. And he put them at the bank and down at the railway station. Little paper boxes with their little explanations. At the government building they put the bomb squad on alert, but they were only made of paper, no one ever got hurt. They called him the rice bomber, and they made a great campaign. They said he was a terrorist, and they vilified his name. Oh, but in the farming countries, when these matters were discussed, they would tip their hats and smile and say, he's one of us. When God closes the door, he opens a window. When God closes the door, he opens a window. 17 paper rice bombs, 17 times. Everyone a statement, though they call them each a crime. And though they scoured through the countryside, they did not have a clue. Young Grimma decided then just what he would do. He went down to the city to give himself away. He said, I am the one you're looking for. This is your lucky day. My name is Young Grimman, he said, and he took a little bow. I did that for the farmers, like I do this for them now. Well, if you did that for the farmers, that's just what you say. But we have you in our custody, and that's where you're gonna stay. And justice was a stone wall, it never shed a tear. They tried and convicted, and they gave him 7 years. 7 years for 17 little boxes of rice. What kind of mathematics could arrive at such a price? It's the kind of mathematics turns the world upside down, and it's up to us to turn it back around. When God closes the door, he opens the window. When God closes the door, he opens the window. Family farm is still the rock that holds humanity's anchor. In the 21st century world war between the farmer and the banker, one side has the money and the other has the plow, and it's anybody's guess what happens now. I went to visit young Groom. They had him in Taipei. It was in the detention center. It was on a visiting day. I didn't speak his language, and he didn't speak mine. There was plexiglass between us, and we didn't have much time. He said you have to hold your vision, and you have to hold on tight. Take pride in your accomplishments and don't give up the fight. Oh, and when the time was over and they led him away, he put his fist up in the air, and I can still hear him say, when God closes the door, he opens the window. When God closes the door, he opens the window. When God closes the door, he opens the window. When God closes the door, he opens the window. Thank you. This is a song about my other guitar. I have several guitars, and one of them is a 1965 Epiphone Texan Sunburst. Beautiful thing. When Epiphone was made by Gibson, the real thing. And if you know acoustic guitars, you know what I'm talking about. So when I say this guitar, I mean that guitar. Chris Ramey gave me this guitar. We'd been friends for years and we came this far, living in a world of folk clubs and bars with songs for every season, and we sang them on the steel string guitar. Chris Ramey was a big man and he sang a big song, and in my younger days I tagged along. He had a big life and he lived it right out loud, head and shoulders over everybody else in the crowd. He rode with the pranksters. He knew Neil Cassidy too. Janis Joplin lit a candle for him in an almost rendezvous. Jesse Fuller, Margot St. James, everybody knew Chris Ramey, and he knew them all the same, all the same. He could drink you under the table. He could trip you over the moon. He could tell more tales than a carny bark on a Saturday afternoon. He had a heart of gold. He was golden to the core. He'd give you the shirt off his back, and if you needed a bed, he'd sleep on the floor. Now I lost track of Ramey. He lost track of me. Then I heard he was selling cars down in the valley. His guitar was in the closet, strings were old and dead, but he still had all those songs in his head. In his head. I said, hey Chris, I don't know about these cars, but guitar strings call for fingers, and your fingers need guitars. And these kids out there nowadays, well, they seem so young, they need a master like you to show them how it's done, how it's done. Well, he was a little rusty at first. When the rust was dusted off, the magic came alive, and the song woke up like a sleeper on a rebound from a long tangential dream. Chris Ramey was back on the scene, on the scene. He got a good set of wheels in that used car lot. He put a PA in the trunk and he went out gigging while the gigging was hot. He got a brand new repertoire with a fine sight to see. And with his harmonica buddy Jimmy Durance, he made his first CD. Yes, he did. And the music was alive. He was living in the zone, and he loved those old Gibsons and Epiphones. He knew I did too. It was almost biology, so whenever he found a good one, he'd show it to me. He'd show it to me. Now life catches up with you, no matter how fast you drive, and they say that nobody gets out of here alive. The songs to come in singing with, song to fly away, and he knew he'd have to sing one of those other ones someday, someday. Chris Ramey gave me this guitar. When he knew the time was near, he said, go pick the one that speaks to you, Jim, and take it out of here. So I took this old slope shoulder with a sunburst top. It made bells beneath my fingers, and it would not let me stop, let me stop. So sing a song for laughter, sing a song for tears, sing a song for old friends who've known you all these years. Sing a song for leaving, another one for when you're gone. For life is just a melody waiting for a song, for a song. I have time for one more song. I forgot to put that out there. That's my basket. That's my tip jar basket there. It's a tip basket to, how do you say it, to augment the meager, although heartfelt stipend which I am paid to be here this evening. And I'd like to remind you again that Bill Davey, my old friend Bill, right there, Bill Davey, sang a few songs during I think 4 songs during my little pause there, and you need to thank him for that. And hopefully he'll get to play in here himself one of these days. And I don't know, this is just a great and a wonderful place. So I got to think what I'm going to do for my last song here. Let me think for a second here. And the average, I'm just observations over the years, the average donation for a basket of that caliber in a place of this caliber is usually around $47, $50, $53, somewhere in there. I'm not asking anything. It's just an observation over the years. You know, you get experienced after a while in places like this. You learn what to expect. I've got my house payments and my boat payments are coming up here, and the CDs are maturing, but they're not maturing fast enough. And I don't know, with some of the recent revelations and so on, and laws that have been passed, I don't have access quite as easily to those other offshore accounts as I would like, and so. Sometimes I need to ask for, I just need to let it be known that, that the basket is there. So, and I have CDs, a different kind of CD, not the kind that matures and then they do mature, but they don't, they don't give forth as readily as the others. So what am I going to do for my last song? Let me think for a second here. You won't notice anything. I'll be thinking, but you won't notice anything. It'll just look like I'm sitting here, but I'm actually thinking. I can't stop laughing. I have to stop laughing long enough. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I know what I'll do. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Nobody ever says why not. When you say why not, nobody ever answers your question. I know what I'll do. Why not? Because you don't know it well enough. Something like that. No one ever does that. It's weird. It's like another observation. When you go, you ask, say you come in here to SoulFood Books and you say, I really like that necklace over there. How much is it? And they say, well, that's $15. And you say, I don't have that kind of money. Nobody ever says, well, what kind of money do you have? In which case you could say, well, I have Swiss francs. And they could say, well, we could work out a deal then. No, that never happens. The statement, I don't have that kind of money, is just left. And I think that's wrong. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of songs to end up with, actually, because it just seems right to me. First of all, this is the only song that Chris Ramey ever wrote. And everybody played this song in the old days. And it's a young person's song, and it's not like a great piece of art or anything, but it's Chris, and it's like a... And this is kind of a period piece, 1960, whatever it was. He wrote it, I don't know, 65 or something like that. And it goes like this. And then I'll do another one to finish up with. Oh. When I left my hometown years ago, I thought I'd be back soon. My friends gave me a send-off and some money for my room. And I had a girl I guess I loved. I wrote her every day. She stopped writing, so did I, and it's always been that way. And I'll just move along. I'll just move along, my friend. To you I'll bid adieu, my friend. When I get up in the morning and I go along my way, I could send home a letter if there was something good to say. But I can tell you right now they'd dwindle off. You wouldn't hear from me at all. Friendship ties break fast enough and the letters only stall. And I'll just move along. I'll just move along, my friend. To you I'll bid adieu, my friend. Well, sometimes I feel like writing back to those friends I used to know. That's only when I know new friends and no new place to go. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking back, but I can't tell you why. I kind of feel that way right now, so I guess I'll say goodbye. And I'll just move along. I'll just move along, my friend. To you I'll bid adieu, my friend. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. I want to do this. This is a great song. Okay, where am I going to do it? I'll do it up. Willie McTell. This is an old Willie McTell song. Thank you very much for being here. This is a ballad song in the best sense of the word. Delia was a gambler, gambled all around. Delia was a gambling girl, she laid her money down. She's all I've got is gone. Delia, oh Delia, how can it be? You love those rounders, but you don't love me. She's all I've got is gone. Delia's poor mother took a little trip out west. When she got back home, she found little Delia gone to rest. She's all I've got is gone. Delia's mother wept, Delia's father moaned. Wouldn't have been so hard if our child had died at home. She's all I've got is gone. Delia, oh Delia, how can it be? You love those rounders, but you don't love me. She's all I've got is gone. Cuddy looking high, Cuddy looking low. Shot poor Delia down with a 44. She's all I've got is gone. Cuddy says to the judge, what'll be my fine? Judge says, poor boy, will you get 99? She's all I've got is gone. Delia, oh Delia, how can it be? You love those rounders, but you don't love me. She's all I've got is gone. Cuddy's in a jailhouse, he's drinking from an old tin cup. Delia's in a graveyard, she won't ever wake up. She's all I've got is gone. High up on a rooftop, far as I can see, looking at those rounders, all looking back at me. She's all I've got is gone. Delia, oh Delia, how can it be? You love those rounders, but you don't love me. She's all I've got is gone. Delia, oh Delia, how can it be? You love those rounders, but you don't love me. She's all I've got is gone. She's all I've got is gone. Thank you. SoulFood.
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at